Okay, everybody, so this is going to be the news video for this week and the last few weeks I've skipped. Haven't been keeping track of how many weeks I've skipped at all. I think it's only been one, at least that's how I'm hopeful on. I'll probably check here later and realize I'm wrong. But so this news video is early, so normally these are released on Wednesdays. This one's going to be released here today on Monday. For news, there's almost nothing that's really been going on. I've been entirely working on back-end stuff. Everybody else has been pretty much busy. Nothing's been really moving forward. Progress has been entirely slow. This is partially my fault as I've been working on this back-end stuff, but to be honest, it also comes down to the fact that I've been having to seek out and find more freelancing gigs. Financially, basically getting almost nothing off of working on these projects, which is expected, but unfortunately bills suck. So ignoring that, let me show off that the Wiki Builder is actually working. So let me run it real quick here. It'll build the pages. You can actually see the output there from the previous run here. We've got almost all the pages now here. Most of them are empty because I'm the only one sitting here working on this. Anybody who wants to contribute, there is a GitHub for this. Let me actually open it up really quick here. So we accept pull requests on this, so if anybody actually wants to edit any of the wikis, you're free to actually contribute. Right now there's a wiki for the military base decor mod, there's one for the SMB mods, and there is one for ICBM. There will be one for ICBM Classic. It'll primarily be taking off of existing wikis. We weren't going to really manually recreate all those pages. The format for this is not too hard to work with. You pretty much have the page name, the type of the page, replace keys, which are used for referencing the page inside of other pages. So if you put a link and stuff, then you've got headers and you've got paragraphs. It's not too hard to deal with. I am going to be working on an editor over here the next 8 weeks to do this so that you won't have to manually edit pages. But let me show off an example of a more complete page. So here we got the page name, the type is content. The type really isn't used for anything. The only time type is ever checked is if you put the word ignore in here and the page won't show up. Actually won't even process at all. Category is used, it actually shows what the category is. There's an override for the category, so you can change the name inside the category list, and there's a way to order everything. And of course you got the replace key here, and here's how the replace keys are used. It's literally link, colon, and the name of the replace key. Anything inside of these hashes are considered replace keys. If it's got the word link in it, of course it uses this. If it's got the word image, it'll use an image. If it's got the word data, then it's specially handled. You can also insert pages. Pages actually aren't inserted into this part. It's actually for the templates, but I'll talk about that another time. But let me actually show this part. So this is actually a live copy of the site. If I go Minecraft, this is like literally the same thing you would see on the site when you go to BuiltBroken.com. But if I click ICBM here and I click Wiki, here's the Wiki. I've actually got it organized. All this is properly formatted. Here's all the types. This is pretty much what it's going to look like. There's a lot more pages at, like under crafting. I've got some 30 parts to stick in here. Warheads, there's only right now 3 warhead sizes. Triggers, I believe there's 5 triggers, and I think there's 6 engines, although only 2 of them are craftable. A lot more will be coming with this. But if you go to these pages, like you can actually jump between everything. As I say, some of these pages are completely empty. Contributions are welcome for working on these pages, especially for some of the other mods like military base decor. The other developers who are actually working on those mods don't have as much free time as I do. Although my free time is going to be cut down a lot here if I can't get some more donations here. Which, by the way, there's a Patreon. Please donate. The donations are really appreciated. But outside of the Wiki Builder, the other thing that's been worked on is the Profiler mod. I'm hoping to get this out. I'm mainly working on this for a client who's been trying to fix issues with his server, but the mod is being developed for general use. It's designed to log CPU usage of different tasks. Right now, The current version will track block placement, so how long it took the block to place in the world. This is not just for players placing the block, but if the world generates or anything, it'll tell you how long that block took to place. Then it does tile entities, so it'll track how long the tile entities tick and stuff. I can actually show it off real quick. I've been testing this the last 3 days, and it works perfectly in the dev environment. If I take it out of the dev environment, so many issues with it right now. Hopefully I'm planning on getting that fixed sometime this week so I can release that. I'm also hoping my modeler Morton gets all the models done for ICBM Classic, so I can get you guys ICBM Classic released this week too. I'm really hopeful on that, because as soon as I can get that released, I'm considering re-releasing a classic version of Volts. So it'll be all the same mods Volts original had, in the exact same style, nothing changed, released. So be really nice. With that, I'm probably going to be working on the Sentry Gun mod here next week. I actually want to get that updated. Right now, the classic version of ICBM will not include Sentry Guns. This is deliberate. The plan has always been to work on a Sentry Gun mod that was more to the original one, because before ICBM Classic was actually created, or actually before ICBM Sentries was created, it was actually a Sentry Gun mod that I had worked on in the early days of Minecraft, back in the beta days. It had carried over into Minecraft 1.1 and 1.25, and then me and Calclobby came to an agreement to put it in ICBM in order to avoid conflict of interest, because both of us were working on Sentry Guns, and to be honest, his Sentry Guns were a little crappy. Mine weren't much better, but the direction he was trying to take them in completely missed the absolute possibility you could do with Sentry Guns, which is full customization, modulars, a lot of really cool things. I kind of hit up on some of them in the old version, but the new version I plan to work on is going to fully explore that possibility, and hopefully I'll be able to get cart-based Sentry Guns, which was one of the original plans I was working on in the 1.5 and 1.6 versions. Never got it done because at that point, Universal Electricity Team kind of fell apart, and every plan we had went with it. But this is actually running. Well, it's still loading. Hoping by the time I was done talking there, I actually would have had this fully loaded and would have been able to show it off. So I've got to wait on this to finish loading in order to show it off. And I mean, it's really basic because I won't be able to show off a lot here since I launched a server instance. But it produces a log right now every 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes it'll print out in chat how long everything's taking. I'm planning on potentially using a database for this later. So you'll be able to track CPU usage on a database, which then will hopefully tie into a graphing program. So you'll be able to open up a graphing program and it'll go like, hey, this is kind of, oh, well, that crashed. As I said, there's a lot of stuff I got to work on for this. Yeah, it looks like one of the ASMs failed. Oh, that happens. So I'll be working on that some more here. The Wiki Builder is done as far as I'm concerned. The only thing I've got left to do is fix some image tags and fix some link tags, fill in the pages, and then over the next 2 or 3 days, it's going to be pushed out to the site. And that's about it for the news here. Although with the site in consideration, hopefully here either this coming month or next month, the new site will be pushed out. I'm pretty much waiting on Quantum for that, but I can actually show off a sneak peek of this if I can remember how to do this. So I want to check out this. If it'll let me. Yep, cool. We're on the right branch. So I just switched over to the master branch. The master branch is where Quantum is currently working on the site. I don't know how much work he actually does, but if I actually remember, I think it is index 4. 4.html. Well, looks like it's not working correctly. I know that the pages actually are there though. So if I actually open this up. So this is a new site. I don't know if I've shown this off before. This is what Quantum, and actually Green has been helping out with this too. This is what we're going to be working on, and this is not finished. There's actually some bit of work still left on here, like the menu bars and buttons need to be still adjusted. And I've got to work on this area up here. Rather, Quantum's got to work on that. It's kind of his job. But this is the new visuals. The original site actually did have a background like this. I don't know if this is the one we're going to go with because I don't know if we own this image or not. But if we do, we're going to keep it because it does look really nice. But sliding bar, because there's a brand new updated banner here that shows off all the mods. You can actually click the articles to go through them. This is going to be expanded even more where you'll be able to see the articles by month. We'll be using something similar for all the mods transitions. So you'll be able to go down the list and click the mod and it'll expand out and show you the mod and all the information. I'm hoping to actually get some stuff like this for the wiki because this visual is really nice. It's not too hard to read and it would look absolutely beautiful for the wiki itself. But I'll have to talk to my web developer Quantum about that. But that's it for the news. So see you guys later. I'm hoping to get some more videos out here. And fingers crossed that I get all the models this week and I can actually release ICBM Classic and fully demo it with tutorials.